Few actors carry a presence as instantly recognizable as Sam Elliott. With his deep, steady voice, tall frame, and that legendary mustache, he has long felt like a living symbol of the American West. For decades, audiences have watched him ride across dusty landscapes, stand firm in tense showdowns, or quietly deliver lines that stay with viewers long after the scene ends. Yet his appeal has never been just about the cowboy image. What makes Elliott special is the calm sincerity he brings to every role. Whether appearing in a classic Western or a modern drama, he gives the impression of someone grounded and thoughtful. Over time, that authenticity turned him into one of Hollywood's most respected character actors. His career didn't rely on flash or celebrity drama. Instead, it grew steadily through patience, discipline, and a deep respect for storytelling. Early years shaped by determination. Long before the world knew his voice, Sam Elliott was simply a young man with a dream. Born in California, he spent his early years moving between places like Sacramento and Oregon, absorbing the quiet landscapes that would later seem to echo in his on-screen persona. Acting wasn't an obvious path, and like many aspiring performers, he faced skepticism along the way. His father had hoped he would pursue a more traditional career, and their conversations about acting were sometimes complicated. Those early doubts could have discouraged him, but instead, they became motivation. Elliott held on to the idea that storytelling mattered, and that he could carve out a place for himself within it. Even when success seemed distant, he kept learning, performing, and improving. Those formative years built the patience and resilience that would become essential to the long career that eventually followed. The long road. Before recognition. Hollywood recognition did not arrive overnight for Sam Elliott. Like many actors trying to break into the industry during the late 1960s and early 1970s, he started wherever opportunities appeared. Small television parts, commercials, and brief appearances became stepping stones. These roles rarely brought attention, but they helped him gain experience in front of the camera. The early years required persistence and humility. He was building a reputation slowly, one audition and one small performance at a time. For Elliott, those moments were never wasted. Each project taught him more about pacing, character, and the subtle art of saying a lot with very little dialogue. That slow build eventually began to pay off as casting directors started recognizing something unique about him. Even then, the path remained challenging, but Elliott had already proven that patience and consistency could carry him further than quick success ever could, becoming the face of the modern Western. As his career progressed, Elliott found himself naturally drawn into Western roles. The combination of his voice, posture, and quiet confidence made him seem perfectly suited to the genre. Audiences embraced him as a believable cowboy, someone who looked as though he truly belonged in wide-open landscapes. Films like Tombstone helped cement that image, allowing Elliott to portray characters who were steady, principled, and quietly powerful. Yet what made his performances memorable wasn't just the setting. He brought humanity to the characters, portraying them not as mythic heroes, but as thoughtful individuals navigating difficult choices. Westerns gave Elliott a creative home, a space where his natural style felt authentic rather than forced. Over time, he became one of the genre's most dependable figures, someone who honored the tradition while still bringing emotional depth to every role he played, more than just a cowboy image. While the Western genre helped define his public identity, Sam Elliott never wanted to be limited by a single type of role. Hollywood often tried to place him firmly within that cowboy mold, but his interests as an actor were broader. He believed that strong characters could appear in any kind of story, whether it was a drama, comedy, or contemporary film. Over the years, he accepted roles that allowed him to explore different sides of his craft. Some were quiet, supporting characters, while others offered more emotional range than audiences expected. These performances revealed that Elliott's talent extended far beyond rugged landscapes and frontier towns. He had the ability to express warmth, reflection, and even vulnerability with subtle gestures. That versatility kept his career evolving, proving that the qualities that made him a convincing cowboy also made him a deeply engaging dramatic actor. A performance that moved a new generation. One of the most widely celebrated moments in Elliott's career came with his performance in A Star is Born. Acting alongside Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, he delivered a portrayal that surprised many viewers who only knew him from westerns. His character carried quiet emotional weight, and Elliott expressed that complexity with remarkable restraint. Rather than dramatic speeches, his performance relied on subtle expressions and carefully delivered lines. The role earned him an Academy Award nomination, introducing his work to younger audiences who had not grown up watching classic Western films. For longtime fans, the recognition felt overdue. The performance highlighted everything that had defined his acting style for decades: honesty, patience, and emotional authenticity. It proved that even after many years in the industry, Elliott could still reveal new dimensions of his talent, a partnership that stood the test of time. Behind the scenes, Sam Elliott's life has also been shaped by a lasting partnership with fellow actor Catherine Ross. The two met while working in the film industry and eventually built a relationship that has endured for decades. In an industry often known for brief relationships and constant change, their marriage stands out for its steadiness. Both actors understood the demands of the profession, and that shared perspective helped them support each other through long shoots, travel, and shifting opportunities. Their connection reflects the same quiet authenticity that defines Elliott's public persona. Rather than seeking attention, they have largely kept their personal life private, focusing on family and creative work. For Elliott, that sense of stability has been an important anchor throughout his career, reminding him that life beyond the spotlight can be just as meaningful as the roles played on screen. The strength of quiet reflection. Part of what makes Sam Elliott such a compelling figure is the calm, reflective quality he carries both on and off screen. Unlike many celebrities, he has rarely been drawn to public drama or constant attention. Instead, he speaks thoughtfully about his work and the lessons he has learned throughout his life. That reflective approach has helped him navigate the challenges of a long career. Acting, after all, requires constant self-examination and emotional awareness. Elliott has often expressed gratitude for the opportunities he received, recognizing that success in Hollywood can be unpredictable. His humility stands out in an industry that often celebrates louder personalities. By remaining grounded and focused on the craft itself, he built a reputation not just as a talented performer, but also as someone who respects the collaborative spirit of filmmaking. An enduring legacy in American cinema. Today, Sam Elliott is widely regarded as one of Hollywood's most distinctive voices, both literally and artistically. Over the years, his performances have helped shape how audiences imagine the American West, while also demonstrating the emotional depth that strong character acting can bring to any film. His work continues to inspire younger actors who admire his patience, discipline, and authenticity. What makes his legacy especially meaningful is the consistency he maintained throughout his career. Rather than chasing trends, Elliott stayed true to his style and values. That quiet confidence allowed him to remain relevant across multiple generations of filmmaking. When people hear his voice or see his silhouette on screen, they immediately recognize something genuine. In a world of rapidly changing entertainment, That sense of authenticity has become one of the most valuable qualities an actor can offer. A life that reflects resilience and grace. Looking back at the life and career of Sam Elliott reveals more than a list of memorable performances. It tells the story of someone who followed a dream patiently and respectfully, building a career step by step rather than through sudden fame. From small early roles to award-nominated performances, his journey reflects resilience and dedication. Along the way, he formed lasting relationships, contributed to beloved films, and became a cultural symbol of steady strength. What stands out most is the quiet dignity with which he has navigated success. Elliott never tried to reinvent himself for attention. Instead, he refined the qualities that made him unique. As audiences continue to discover his work, his story serves as a reminder that authenticity and perseverance can create a legacy that lasts far beyond any single role or moment in the spotlight.